How to see if anyone's going to join me. According to my clock, it's 12 o'clock. It is 12 o'clock. Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie, and this is going to be the end of the year book tag and chat to sort of say what's up. I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. I'm super excited about that. You guys are amazing. I had hoped to hit 5,000 before the end of the year. There's still like 6 weeks left, so there's a chance that you guys can go spread the word for 2,000 more subscribers. But I'm still really, really thankful for the 3,000 of you, or almost 3,000 of you, that are already here. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right, we have some people up in the chat area. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Just doing the intros and stuff like that, you know. So just a little backstory on what's going on. This one is going to actually be kind of quick. I'm going to kind of fly through this because my husband actually ended up coming home sick in almost a relapse of his pneumonia from the last 2 weeks. So I don't want to hinder him. It's his birthday, and he got a 65-inch television for his birthday with Disney Plus. So I don't want to not let him watch that while he's trying to telework. And I'm working on another project and stuff like that. But I wanted to do this with you guys because you guys seem like you guys are really interested in it. I know a lot of you said that you would prefer to do or have live shows in the evenings. My evenings around here are pretty busy. We have swim practices in the evenings, and it's just our time to sort of wind down. And now that the fall season for television is coming to an end, I'll have more evenings and stuff like that. But at the same time, you know, we'll still have swim practice because high school swim started, which means it threw our schedule for swim all off, and it's all sorts of crazy. So thank you. Everyone's saying happy birthday, Dave. You're so much more light than whenever I mention you, you always get some likes. But this book tag was created by Ariel Bassett way back when. It is down in the description box. So after this chat is over, if you guys want to go and do this tag as well. So many people on YouTube is doing it right now, doing the end of the year tag, and I wasn't going to because I am to the end of the year sort of person. Like, I am going to go and read all the way up until December the 31st at 11:59. I'll probably be reading a book. I was last year, and I'll probably be doing it again this year. So when I say, make the list of these are my best books or my worst books for the year, it is the entire year that I am talking about, down to the last minute. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. So question number one is, are there any books that I started this year that I need to finish? So as some of you know, I have no problems with DNFing a book at all whatsoever. I will DNF a book in a heartbeat if it's just not flowing. I will DNF a book at like 70%. But all the books that I have DNF'd, I don't plan on picking them back up. There were reasons why I DNF'd them. And I think the only book that I will say that I might go back and do a reread for, that I like skimmed through the end of it, is Finding Home Again. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Finding Home Again by Brenda Jackson. The copy that I received, the formatting wasn't all that great for me. It has since released, so I will probably go and get the reformatted final copy of that book and go ahead and, you know, reread that because the story is absolutely amazing. So the story revolves around two friends that had a history way back when. They went their separate ways. They dated, but then they broke up, and the whole entire small town of Catalina Cove knows that they used to date, knows that they were in love, but has no clue why they broke up in the first place. And this is their story of, you know, saying, giving that uh, I guess, illustration of why they were not together, their animosity to each other, as well as them finding their way to the truths and stuff like that. The whole series is pretty freaking amazing. It's about a small town and all the secrets that small towns can have. So I really, really enjoyed that series and that book. I might have to go revisit. The next question is, do you have an autonomous book to transition into the end of the year? And, ooh, no, 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 don't do that. Not yet. Ooh, I almost cut you guys off. Let me throw this out there. Okay, so autonomous. And that's usually, I had the first time I did this tag, I want to say like 3 years ago. First time I did it, I actually had to go look up that word. I was like, what is autonomous? What is that word? So when I found out that it was like, you know, going into fall sort of settings of books and things like that, I really don't go into any book with a certain setting in mind. Even like my summer reads that are, you know, lighter and fluffier, it's not really that I go into them thinking they're lighter and fluffier. That's a ongoing discussion that me and Bree have, especially this year for book covers. Everyone's doing that illustrated cover, which in the past has been known to be lighter, fluffier sort of contemporaries, whereas those are fooling people left and right this year. All sorts of ways have they been fooling us with their illustrated covers. Some have, few have been good, say few. Um, but you know, most have been very deceiving in their covers. So yeah, I don't really have transition books. I will say that for the month of October, I do try to read darker, taboo, spookier, creepier sort of books. I do. That is the month that I try to read more thrillers because of the whole Halloween situation going on. So yeah, so I guess you could technically consider those books that I read uh in October, all the ones that I had for romance genre-thon were that. Yeah. Totally lost my train of thought. Okay. Oh. So Christmas. I am not a huge Christmas person. I'm a little bit of a Grinch. Um, I have read books that are in the Christmas time frame and everything like that. Bree, my dearest Bree, my book boo, is doing a whole series on Christmas, and I am just eating them up. When I went to see Nora Roberts, I did pick up a copy of her Christmas book, and I'm looking forward to reading that one. But yeah, I'm not really big into reading the seasons. Over Halloween, Brie and I, and quite a few other people, we turned some of you guys on to reading Halloween Boo by Sarah Spade, I think it was. And she actually has an entire series of holiday books. And her book for this season is, let's see if I can find it. That one's for the July. She has two of them. She has one for Christmas and one for New Year's, if I'm not mistaken. And the Christmas one is called This Christmas by Sarah Spade. And then you have Old Long Mine. So here's the Christmas. Okay, no, don't do that. Don't currently read. So here is the Christmas one by Sarah Spade, which I am definitely going to be trying to check out because Christmas Boo or Halloween Boo was so much fun. It was so cute and so sweet and just so much fun. So I'm thinking this one is going to be just as fun. And then the other one is one that I can't pronounce because I can't talk. Yeah, this one's for New Year's and it's called Old Long Mine. And ooh, glare, lots of glare. Sorry, guys. I will put the name of this one definitely down in the description box so you guys can check this out with me. The glare is like horrible. Sorry. Alrighty. What you guys talking about over here? Let's take a break from the questions and see what we're saying. Yes. So Bree, of course, because she's my book boo, was like, I go in blindly. Yes. Most of my books I do go into completely blind. I may look at the cover and then I'm just like, okay. Or if I know the author, when I go on NetGalley to request books from authors that I don't know their names, so they're new to me authors, I will. It's specifically because I like the cover and I'm like, this cover looks really interesting. Let's go ahead and try this out. So yeah, I definitely do that whole go in blind thing. Oh, yay. Bree has already started the Christmas one from Sarah Spade and says that she likes it. So I know I'll like it because we have similar tastes. And yes, Books on a Wire. Tiffany does have a Christmas series that are it's your only. Okay, I'm down with that. I will have to definitely check that out. I know, I'm pretty sure I've seen that over on the Audible Escape program. I've seen a whole bunch of Tiffany Reese books in from Harlequin and stuff like that. So I will definitely have to check that one out. Let's see. The Boss Who Stole Christmas by Jenna Ashton. I have not read any Jenna Ashton. I've met Jenna. I have not read anything from Jenna Ashton. So I might have to rectify that. Thanks for the suggestion. Here. Yes, mood reading does that for us as well. And we have a suggestion for you, Bree. Nope, that is Tiffany's. Bree, someone says that you should check out some Sarah Morgan. The Sleigh Bells book, #1 in the O'Neill brothers. I will have to do that as well. Whew. Okay, and yes, you are not alone. You are not in the minority for being over the illustrated covers. definitely over the illustrated covers here as well. So question number 3 is there a new release that I am still waiting for? And honey, yes. However, if you are not following me on my socials, you need to, because I posted my newest look at my Kindle from last night, and I had a whole bunch of arcs come in, and I am super excited about that. Happens to be one that I'm definitely looking forward to right there, The Rebel King by Kennedy Ryan. This is the second book in All the King's Men series and or duet, and I am so excited about it. It comes out in like 3 days, next Monday, I believe it is, or next Sunday. On Sunday, I think it comes out. So I will be cramming this for like the next 2 days. I know it's not going to take me that long. There's actually a couple people that have already finished it because they stayed up last night and decided to read it. See, Bree wants me to do another Kindle haul, and girlfriend, you know I get books like on a regular. But that picture specifically is a whole bunch of books that I'm like super excited for. So a couple of the other ones that I'm majorly excited for is The Mighty Anchor by Carrie Aarons. That book is an arc. It's the 3rd book in the Rogue Academy series about some European footballers. This one, we were teased with the subject matter, and it has to deal with a pregnancy. And I'm just like, yes, I cannot wait to find out more about this footballer. And he's still at the academy. The other 2 guys that we already have stories from have already went pro, and I am totally here for it. The Imperfect Guy by Letty Harper. I'm excited about that one because I believe it's the 3rd book in the M series or something like that. They're standalones, but I believe it deals with a character that we've already met. Just make it a regular on the channel every few weeks is fine. I will have to think about that. That actually, you're jumping ahead on my questions here, Bree. But yeah, so I'll have to definitely do that. Con Artist is by, I have no clue what this book is about, which is this one right here. Right. Ooh, nope, right there. That one right there. I just love this cover, and I love the 2 authors that are co-writing it, and it's J.D. Hollyfeld and Kay Webster. They are so funny together. Oh my goodness, their writing is amazing. See, Eleanor Shelby has already finished Kingmaker. Or no, you finished Kingmaker. Okay. I'd say what were your issues with the Kingmaker, but I don't want to do any spoilers for those that haven't read it yet. So hit me up in my Instagram DMs or my Twitter DMs so that we can discuss, because I would love to chat about the Kingmaker, because I thought it was phenomenal. I loved every single moment of it. But I like how Kennedy writes. So I like the things that she likes to interweave and stuff like that. I love the fact that she took inspiration from Scandal to write that duet. So I love Scandal, and that could be the reason why I loved the book so much, the first part of the duet. So yeah. I think, yeah. Okay. Oh, and then there's another book that I wanted to point out, which was Everything's Better with Kimberly by Lucy. Yep, no spoilers. Not going to give any spoilers. Everything's Better with Kimberly by Lucy Eden. And this is actually the book before the book that I actually read already. Okay, I might have to do that. I might have to see if I can get Kennedy to go live with me or something like that. In a few weeks or something like that, after some of the hype and some more people have been able to read that book or that duet. I don't know. I can't make any promises. I don't know how Kennedy's schedule is or anything like that. But Lucy Eden, she hit me up on Instagram and was like, hey, I have a book called Everything's Better with Lisa and wanted me to read it. I have been loving her illustrative pictures for that series. Let me pull up Lucy's page. So this is the little sort of picture that goes along with the Lucy one. It's really just not going to let me do it. There we go. So that's it, right? And then she has other ones that are just like super cute. So this is the whole entire series. And I had been, this is going to let me, okay. I had been eyeballing the series for a while. And when she said, hey, would you read Cole right there, Cole and Lisa's story, I was like, yes, I'm here for it. Now I'm going to be trying to read Kimberly and is it Adam's story. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes, those pictures are absolutely adorable. I love them so very much. So I'm very much looking forward to those books. Even though most of them have already come out. And then I have a whole slew of NetGalley books that aren't due until 2020. So I can't wait to get to those as well. The next question, because I've lost count. I think it's 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? Really, I just gave a list. I totally just gave a list of all the books. And there are so many more that I just cannot wait to read. Let's see. Do I have any other ones that are readily available to me? You guys saw the 2 pictures of London Royal and London Soul by Nana Malone. Okay, those are the guys right there. That one and that one right there. Sexy man guys on there. So those are 2 that I'm looking forward to. Like I said, The Imperfect Guy by Letty Harper. Let's see. Oh, the second part to Landon and Shay by Brittany C. Cherry. I don't have a cover for that one, but I definitely have read the first one and it wrecked me, so I really kind of need the rest of the story for that one. I have actually already read Blitzed and loved it and will rave about it until the end of the year. So happy that I was gifted or got the arc from NetGalley. Let's see. Bree wants to know how I track NetGalley books and releases so I know that I've read them. Okay, so this is a little complicated. So for my NetGalley, they come in and I will pull them up. I have a special spreadsheet. I only have one monitor here on this laptop, so I can't do a screen share, what have you, going on. But I actually have a spreadsheet in Google Excel, not Google. Well, it is Google Excel, but it's it's on my computer. I could transfer it over, but I don't. That whenever I get approved for one, I open that up, I type it in, and then I place it on my phone calendar, which is now glaring because I don't know how to do the light thing. Yeah. So I have a calendar on my phone, and then I type everything in, and I make myself have every review due on a Sunday. So because I do Sunday reviews, and those are the days that I have to have the book read. And oh, excuse me. And so I know that Tuesday that book comes out. So that Sunday is when I need to have the review done. and make sure that it's trying to get into that week's review video, if that makes sense. I hope that does. And I hope that answered your question, Bree. So, okay, so Eleanor and Gray, I will warn you that Eleanor and Gray happens after Landon and Shay, part 1 and part 2. They were written, Eleanor and Gray was written before Landon and Shay, but they make an appearance in Landon and Shay, and they are not together. So, I don't know if Eleanor and Gray is going to provide spoilers for Landon and Shay, because Landon and Shay technically happens before Eleanor and Gray. Hope that makes sense. I hope. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is on whatchamacallit, All About Escape. I'm really looking forward to reading Eleanor and Gray. I had already purchased it already, and had a copy of it. I just hadn't gotten around to reading it before I read Landon and Shay. And when I finished Landon and Shay and was like, Brittany, what have you done to me? For one, you made me cry in public, and two, does Eleanor and Gray happen before or after Landon and Shay? And she said it happens after Landon and Shay, part 1 and 2, or maybe in the middle, in between part 1 and part 2. So technically I could probably read it already, and I am rambling. Let's see. Oh, lucky you for meeting Brittany C. Cherry. She is one of my unicorns. I think she may be at a Polycon. I can't remember if she made the list or not as an addition or something like that. But she is amazing on social media. I love talking to her on Instagram directs and stuff like that. So yeah. Shelby, you said you don't think there'll be any spoilers. I don't know, because funny thing, right? There is this amazing duet that should be a trilogy coming here soon. And the first book is called Gravel Road. It's written by Steffi Walls. I love that book. Let me pull it up for you guys so you can see it. Okay, so this book right here, called Gravel Road by Steffi Walls, it came out last year and it wrecked me. It is about a small town girl that gets out, she moves, and then she ends up having to come home after something happens with her father. She leaves because there's a family rift and everything like that. Well, Steffi went and wrote a second book called Beaten Paths, and oh, I don't think you can see it. I'm so sorry. It's not working. Okay, so it's called Beaten Paths, and this is actually a story about the sister. The sister, you find out in Gravel Road, you get to find out what happens later on in life. This is the sister story. So technically, you should read Beaten Paths, then Gravel Road, then the third book, which I'm hoping comes out next year. Fingers crossed. I really, really hope there's another book. But they were published out of order because people didn't. I mean, Steffi has told me that she didn't know that people would want Sarah's story so much, so she hadn't written it. And then when we read Gravel Road, we were like, oh, we need Sarah's story. We need Sarah's story. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. Sarah is involved in an accident that is very traumatic, and it's about the love that she has for the guy that didn't know she loved him, and they sort of meet, and they have to go through all these sort of trials and tribulations and stuff like that, and there's some faith that is explored. It's not overly, in a way that it makes you, it's not preaching to you about faith or anything like that. It is a sort of demonstration of these two characters and their faith and where their minds are, and it is just so good. So good. Sounds like the Friend Zone. See, I haven't read the Friend Zone. Or is that the one that Abby is supposed to be writing or something like that? Or no, she hasn't written it yet. Her new book that's coming out. B. Jimenez. Oh, the Happily Ever After playlist is actually supposedly comes out, or is supposed to be like the prequel or something like that. I hadn't heard that, but yeah. Ooh, y'all throwing shade over there in the comment section. Oh, I love y'all. I need to read The Friend Zone, and then I think I did request a copy of the second book. So I definitely, if I get approved for it through NetGalley, then I definitely need to make sure that I read The Friend Zone first, or maybe I'll read them out of order. Okay. Alrighty. So next question is there a book you think could still shock me into becoming my favorite of the year? Wow. So being that I have read, drum roll, please, 357 books already this year. Yes, I'm crushing it. I am doing a top 19 because that is what I have been doing each year since I started really like reading and putting out lists and things like that. I will be doing a top 19. And then in 2020, I'll do a top 20. And in 2021, I will start back at picking one favorite book, which should that may be interesting. I may not do that. I may not do that. A year for each, I mean a book for each year or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that something that would be feasible? I mean, reading that many books, that would be like narrowing down to like the 100th point something or another. I'm not math. No math for me. But trying to, yeah. I don't know. But I will be doing a top 19 worst books of blah 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 2019. And that brings us to question, the final question here is 2019 is going to be, yes, it is going to be so hard to 19 books. I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. So the last question I'm going to answer for you guys, or that's on this tag, is have I already started my reading plans for 2020? Yes, I. Okay. Pick 21 books instead. I might just do that. I might have to do that. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really decided. That's like 2 years in advance. So by then I may have to change altogether. I may just stick with top 20 books if I'm still reading at this high level of ingestion of books. I think it will probably depend on my reading year on how many tops I do. But the plans for next year for reading, there are so many plans in the works right now. I mean, I have already started planning my 2019 Bookish Academy Awards. So you guys will be, I'm still debating if I'm going to put these videos over on Patreon instead and just do the award show in January here on the regular YouTube channel. I'm not sure. But how this works, how the Bookish Academy Awards work, is that I have a whole bunch of categories from that have been sort of assimilated from the Academy Awards in the real world and made them bookish. So here are the categories for this year. It's going to be Best Documentary, which is a historical fiction book or historical romance. Best Cinematography, which is Best Plot Twist. Best Costume Design, which is the best cover. Best Visual Effects, which is action within a book. I'm scrapping the best musical score because, yes, I have read some books that have had Spotify playlists and things like that that have been added, but I'm going to scratch that one. That was so difficult last year, and it was the easiest to pick out, but at the same time, I had to do a whole bunch of research for that one. So that category is getting scratched this year. But then I'm keeping Best Short Film, which is Novella. If you guys don't know, I listen to Read Me Romance, which is a podcast. And for the last year, they have given a professionally narrated audiobook on their podcast. So I have all of those and plenty of other novellas that I have read this year. So I will be picking a best of from there. Then we have Best Original Screenplay, which is unique plot or world that was given. Then we have Best Adapted Screenplay, which is a book that was turned into a movie. There have been a lot because a lot of the readathon challenges that we've done this year, everyone seemed to like that sort of challenge to read a book that was turned into a movie and to watch the movie adaptation. So I've read quite a few of those this year. So it should be a good pick of books from there. Best animated feature, which is any book that I think could be turned into a animated feature, even a television show or a miniseries, something like Archer or a Disney film or anything like that. So I will be doing that. Then we get into our big categories, which is Best Supporting Actor and Actress, which is a sidekick or side friend in a book. So one for each. Best Actor and Actress, which is Best Male and Best Female Protagonists or main female character or bleh, main male and female characters. Best Director is going to be my favorite author for the year, which is always super hard to figure out, which is why I have done this, changed this way of doing it. So I'll let you guys in on that one in just a second after I finish this list off. Then we have Best Picture, which is a standalone book, which means this cannot be a book within a series. I've read quite a few standalones, so the gene pool is very big. I'm adding this year Best Comedy, which is the best rom-com that I read this year, and I'm also adding Best Drama Series, which is either a series of more than 3 books within the series or a duet. So this is how I do my awards. I go through each month, and for each of those categories, I will pick books that I read within all 12 months, and each month gets one pick. So by the end of the year, I have 12 different nominations for each one of those, and then I place them all in, I don't have one up here, but I have these little like mason jar things. I place all of the tabs and all of the nominations in that little jar. I shake it up, and in January when I do the award show. I will do that in a video, and you guys will see me actually pick the winner. I don't just go through and be like, okay, these are my 12 and this is going to be the winner just because I want it to be. Nope, it's completely random. I pick it out of a little jar. I don't know which ones are which because I do fold them up, and it's all a big surprise for me. It is a lot of fun. Thank you. I have enjoyed it. I don't know how much you guys are enjoying it, but hopefully with all of the new subscribers here on the channel and stuff like that, this will sort of, you know, sort of pick up, or you guys will like that sort of style, you know? You know what I mean? Let's see. Happy for now is Belle. Music could be rock star romances. I actually don't think I've read a whole bunch of rock star or music inclined romances this year. I'd have to look. But that is a good suggestion. Thank you. I shall take that into consideration for that category, and maybe I'll add it back in. um, okay, not a problem, Bree. I will, when I update these show notes for this video, I will add all those categories down there in the description box. So after it processes and goes live and stuff like that, you will be able to find all of that information down in the description box. Woo! Alrighty, so I've been going for about 41 minutes. I don't want to make this any longer. I think that is all. What do you guys think? Have I been informative today? I have a lot of things going on, as you guys know. Thanks for taking the ride with me. I greatly appreciate all of the personal relationships that I have made here in this booktube community. You guys are amazing. I like that it's, I mean, I didn't grow as I thought I wanted to. Like I said in the beginning of this video or this live show, that I wanted to hit 5,000 by the end of the year. But you know, the growth that I have had has been amazing, and the friendships that I've made has been amazing. You guys are great, and I think it's awesome that we can sort of come together and talk about something that has such a stigma, and you know, we don't need to defend it, but at the same time, just show our love for it. I guess that's it. So I will update the show notes later on today for you guys. I hope you enjoy this. For those that are watching the playback, thank you for watching the playback. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you check the description box for all of the information that may have been talked about. I will try and go back and make sure that everything I can remember from the chat, as well as everything that I watch in the playback is written down in the description box that may be helpful for you guys. I can't believe you guys are so awesome. You really are, and I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you're still, you know, letting everyone know that I'm here. I'm talking about romance, and I talk about it all the time. That's all I talk about here. No, I talk about a lot of life stuff too. And one of the other things, if you guys have not checked out my Patreon, one of the things that is going to be coming up over there is that I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of writing over there. I know in the past that I have said I will never write a novel or anything like that, but with my son having some writing issues, I ended up going to Target and finding this book right here called 3,000 Questions About Me. And I picked this up. I was just flipping through it and was like, hey, you know, we'll get you one of these. And if, you know, you want to journal about it, you can, and you don't know what you want to write, you can pick a question out of here and write about it. Well, come to find out, Piccadilly, who is the one that has this book bundled up together for 3,000 questions, they have a whole bunch of other ones too. So I also got 3,000 questions about my future, 3,000 pick one questions, this or that, and 3,000 would you rather questions. Yes. So that is what? 12,000 questions, prompts, writing, creativity type stuff that's going to be going on from these. I'm going to use a number randomizer to figure out, which question I'm going to write on, and I will probably be doing one written post over there as sort of a blog sort of post on the Patreon, and one video a week over there. So yes, I'm making myself very, very busy. 3 videos here on the YouTube channel, and what? A written post and a video a week over there. So yeah, it's going to be crazy, 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 crazy. Trying to, build up myself, build my brand, things like that. And then maybe I can use all of this. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad that I can, help you out there with a creative way. And I think that because there's so many questions, there's no way that, people will be like, oh, you're stealing my ideas. Or, oh, you're copying me or anything like that. That is way too many. Okay, 5 and below, yeah. Those, I mean, I could probably find those in 5 and below as well, or any of the books and stuff like that. That's freaking awesome. I love some 5 and below, just to let you know. But be looking for that over there on the Patreon. All my links, all my social stuff like that is down in the description box if you guys don't already know that, which I'm sure you do because you guys are awesome. I think I'm going to sign off now, and you know, make sure you guys give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know down in the comment section after it's processed and everything like that if you like this style of me doing a video, things like that. No, Amy, you will be able to see all of my written posts. So the different tiers, let me thank you for asking that question. I can go over that with everyone here. So if you want to decide if you want to or not, you don't just have to go over there. So there are 3 tiers over on the Patreon that's going to be linked for me. And tier number 1 is that it's for $1 or more. But the next tiers are super close. So, but $1, you get all of my written posts and some videos. I think I changed it so that you're getting all of my videos. Um, I'm not restricting the videos at this time. Right now, $1 gets you all of the videos and all of my written writings. For $3, you a month. This is all monthly, not per video. $3 per month, you get all of the written writings. You get to pick a book that I will read for the month, and I think that's it. And then for $5 a month, you get the written writings, you get to help pick which book I read, and you get to decide what type of video I read or what type of video I create for that month, one video for the month. The things for the tiers are subject to change. The amounts are subject to change as well. It just depends on the popularity of them. And I believe that they change after. I'm not sure. But right now, just know that it's subject to change. I might start to like institute maybe doing postcards or something like that. And for all levels, if you donate over there, you will get a shout out in the monthly wrap up and stats video letting everyone know that you are supporting me through donation. Not how much your donation is, just that you're supporting me with a name shout out over there. So yeah, I think I got that out. Alrighty, so I hope that was very informational. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Like I said, make sure you guys are sharing with your friends or people that you think might like, the BookTube community, because we can always use more people. Yes. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.